Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm going to show you guys what we had for dinner on Monday. I bought these Greek pita flatbreads specifically because I knew I had some pepperoni I had to go through, some mozzarella cheese, and some pizza sauce I did not want to waste. So I decided to make pizzas this night, and my husband insisted on being on this part of the video, so here he is. All right, and I went ahead and cooked this on my convection oven for about 5 to 7 minutes, and this is what it looked like. On Tuesday, I went ahead and made some pork riblets. I made my little marinade with 4 tablespoons of brown sugar, some salt, garlic powder, and onion powder. And looking back, I should have just used 1 to 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. It was way too much, but we made it work. I, for some reason, thought I had 2 pork riblets, but I only had 1 for some reason, so that's why I made a little more. And I just kept adding some more seasonings because it was way too sweet. I just added way too much brown sugar. All right, on my Instapot, I'm going to go ahead and turn it on saute so I can get it going because it always takes forever to bring the Instapot to pressure. So I did about about 1 cup of apple juice and then about 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar. And this is my pork riblet. I'm just going to chop it up in 3s. And then I'm going to add my little mixture that I made to each side. And I did not follow a recipe for this. It's probably why I messed it up. But I just kind of put a bunch of stuff together. And then I'm going to sit them in this little tray on my Instapot. I'm going to close the lid. And obviously, I was struggling. And then I'm going to set it to sealing. I'm going to cook it for 20 minutes on warm. And then I ended up adding an extra 10 minutes because it was just really tough. And then I'm going to turn up my oven to 430 and cook my riblets with some barbecue sauce for another 10 minutes. And I made some mashed potatoes and some green beans, and this is what we had for dinner on Tuesday. And I had a leftover hoagie roll, so I turned it into a garlic bread. All right, on Wednesday, I used this chicken leg quarters I got a steal on. It was $1.65 for almost 2 pounds, which I thought was a really good deal. So I turned up a pot with water, added a little bit of onion, some bay leaves, and a few garlic cloves. And I added my chicken and just boiled those for about 20 minutes-ish. And then in a tiny pot, I'm going to go ahead and add some mole sauce. I'm going to show you guys how I make mine. I just scrape off about half the jar. I think that's what was left. I think I ended up adding about 2 cups. I don't really measure, but about 2 cups of water. And then I'm going to use this hot chocolate block, abuelita. And I'm going to use just 2 little pieces of block and then 1 tablespoon of sugar. Because I think that it's kind of bitter. My mom always added sugar and abuelita, so that's just how I do it. And I'm just going to mix it around. And then I kept adding water. As soon as your mole starts melting, it starts getting really, really thick. So I always keep adding water. And then when you reheat it, you should also probably add some water as well, because it gets really thick really fast. Once I get it to a consistency I like, I turn it off. But I don't think I've ever been able to get all the clumps completely out. But I was good enough. I was hungry, so we went with this. I shredded my chicken. I'm going to use some queso fresco, but I'm sure any cheese would work, and some tortillas. I'm going to go ahead and heat up my tortillas in the microwave for about a minute so they're soft. Then I grab my sauce, add some to the inside of my tortilla, some chicken, some cheese. And then I add some more mole on top. And then I'm just going to top it off with some more of that cheese. And this is what it looks like. These are my version of enchiladas. All right. And then on Thursday, we actually had Domino's, but for some reason I can't upload the clip. But this is Friday night. I had 1 thick chicken breast and I sliced it in threes, and I mixed my breadcrumbs with my pancos. I like the panko because it makes it extra crunchy, and I like the breadcrumbs because it gets like in every little section of the chicken, I guess. So I'm gonna add to a bowl 2 eggs, a little bit of almond milk, and salt and pepper to taste. I'm gonna whisk all of that together. All right, and I'm sure everyone's done this before. I'm just gonna go ahead and pass my chicken through my egg wash and my breadcrumbs. And then in my pan, I'm gonna go ahead and add some oil. And I saw somewhere that if you add a toothpick to your frying pan, it will not burn the oil. So I went ahead and tried it, and it really worked. So I was really surprised. And I'm going to make a little side of rice cheddar broccoli, and I'm just going to follow the directions on the back. Super simple. All right, once my oil is warm enough, I'm going to go ahead and add my chicken, and I'm going to fry it about 4 to 5 minutes on each side until it's fully cooked. All right, and this is what we had for dinner on Saturday. I did some corn, that cheddar rice, and then a hard-boiled egg that I had made earlier that day that I was not going to waste. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you.